Hey, wait, are you looking for some book which may help you to speak English right from the day one? Maybe just by flipping through the pages and reading one or two pages, you think that you will become master of English? If this is what you think you are, not wrong. It's your mind, you can think whatever you want. But the reality is, if you are in a search of new resource, new thing, new book, then this is the point you should stop and listen to me. See, long back, I also was in a search of this kind of book. But then I realized I have one book that is enough for me if I go through it thoroughly and with whole concentration, then that is enough to start your journey of learning spoken English. Maybe I'm wrong. You are not looking for any book. So what you are looking for? Are you looking for some mentor or maybe any English video that if you listen, you think that you will become the genius of English speaking language? Maybe for some point of reason you are right, but without practice, I don't think so. It is going to happen at all. Even if somebody will sit with you throughout 24 into 7, you are not going to speak even a single word. Bet me. Why? Because learning language is all about a process, a journey, a practice that you are not doing at all. How do I know? I think you must be thinking, how do I know this? Because I'm also a English learner and I always go through this kind of problem. In fact, every single day. I'm also like you people. Every day I also search new things, thinking this might help me to improve my fluency. This may help me to strengthen my uh, English grammar. But then at the end of the day, I realize these are all just illusion, nothing else. We are making ourselves a fool by giving all this kind of excuses that this book is not good enough to teach me learn how to speak English. um, I don't have the access to quality of videos which may teach me that how to become more fluent in English. All these are nothing but your uh, excuses to not practice, excuses to stop yourself for giving your 100%, excuses to limit yourself, restrict yourself, and not open up your thought, your emotion, and open up your heart in front of people with whom you can speak English, because you have time, you have chance. I can't believe that why people are not speaking English. And every day they are just imagining sitting at home, sitting at um, cafeteria, sitting at college, school, office, and whenever they plan to go some place to visit as a tourist, that time they start thinking what I will, how I will communicate with people, because you are going to different city, different state, where people might not know and understand English or Hindi or your mother tongue. So in that case, you must know English, because that is the only thing which can save you over there. This is world spoken language. If not 100%, 10% people know English, and you can be, or I would say you must be out of that 10%, so that you don't find any difficulty communicating yourself. But the question comes, how would you learn? There is only one answer, and that is practice. The more you practice, the more you become fluent. The more you engage yourself in reading, writing, speaking, listening, the more you are going to improve the understanding of English. You are going to improve the writing part, and also listening part. When you listen podcast, you start consuming English content. There is not one mantra to learn English, or I would say there is one, that is practice. And within this practice segment, everything comes, all this four segment come. Okay. And when I said there is not one mantra, means there are various method you can learn English. There is not a single or I mean not only one formula through which you can learn. Why? Why? Because there are people who don't know grammar, still they manage to speak English. They are not even educated. You go, all tourist place, okay, especially in India, Jaipur, Rajasthan, you will find small kids or in fact adult. They are able to speak English. They have never been to school. They never see the face how school, how does it looks like, but they are fluent in English. Some of them are fluent in French and Russian language, because Russian people visit there as a tourist and they engage themselves. They make conversation with them without any hesitation and with the curiosity to learn that language. And this is the result, that they become more fluent in that language without learning the grammar. And this formula can be uh, fruitful for us as well. If you don't want to read grammar, which you will have to because you are not native speaker and you don't have any such environment where every single moment you are dwelling and spending your whole time, only that person can improve in that case, who is spending his whole life, or I mean not whole life, I mean whole day and night with such people who are speaking this language, okay. So stop getting afraid that you are not able to speak. You have hesitation, you have a lot of fear, you have public, what stage fear or public place. You cannot open up, you cannot speak out. Everything you will have to leave behind and take action. You will have to go forward, and this is the only way. Understand me. Today I was reading the book, as you know that I'm reading, developing a habit to read book and trying to finish one book in 1 week. So today the book which I read, it's already this one which you all know, because now I'm learning multiple things from this book. Here today, I what I learned, I will let you know. There is a person whose name is Sukhoshit. He is from Punjab, and his father was in Indian Air Force, okay, when he born. So what happened? Doctor did not diagnose any unusual thing with his body. Means there was nothing wrong to his body inside outside. But as time passage, what happened? He start coming across certain kind of discomfortability with his body, like shortness of breath and difficult to breathing and all. When he was diagnosed, I mean, when he visited the doctor, he was diagnosed with thalassemia. It's a kind of disease, and this was a genetically disorder. Okay, he was genetically disordered with this thalassemia, and in this disease, what happened? A person body stopped making red blood cell, which is very very much important to a human being to be healthy. And this is how he started losing his immunity and all. So what was the solution was that every single day he will have to go through the blood transfusion and bone marrow transplantation, which he did not find. But he was so much determined that he decided he is not going to be dependent throughout of his life over his family or other people. He was completely ascertain that I'm going to do something in my life, be my life is short long, I don't care, but from now onward I would be doing all those things which I really wanted to do in life. Maybe I cannot be good in sports, I cannot take part in outdoor activities, I cannot travel often just like any normal person, but I can do other thing. Life still have multiple opportunity for me, and that is what he realized. And he started focusing more over academic. He became topper in his school, college. After that, he decided to appear in civil services examination, where he cleared the exam. But what happened? Destiny has decided something else for him. He, in fact, managed to clear the interview stage as well, but he was not selected. He was selected, but rejected in medical on medical basis. So he filed a petition in the court against the order which had been given, the statement which had been given why he was not selected, which was completely ridiculous, because that reason was he is suffering from so and so so-called thalassemia disease, so he might uh, you know die at early age or something like that. So that is why organization doesn't want to take risk or invest money on training for such people. And this was the reason given by the organization, and he went to court against this statement, which was completely true. It was useless, I would say, reason for his rejection. But then nothing had happened. He took, in fact, the help of media. Through media, he started delivering his thought that why disabled people or such people who are suffering from so and so a genetically disorder disease, why these people are restricted, not allowed to work in organization despite having good academic uh, background. Then a ray of hope came after his lot of effort, running here and there, fighting for his right place where he's supposed to be. uh, Government gave his statement, or I would say government gave his order in his favor. And then he became the first civil servant who was um, genetically disordered and suffering from thalassemia. So this is what I learned from this book, that even if you are at a dying stage, you must have that spirit uh, to achieve your goal that you want to achieve in your life, because life starts from you and life ends from you. It is you who can change your life. It is you who can transform your life, whether you are able, disabled, whether you have resource, you don't have, whether you are any medium of school, any medium of student, or want to learn spoken English, you can. That's what I wanted to say. So this is all for this video. I believe if you have come across up to this end, you really want to learn this language. So I have already mentioned, I have already motivated you, because in this way I motivate myself. So yeah, this is all for today's video. Keep practicing, keep learning English, and always be engaged, be healthy, and be happy.